And we are told these are pictures of the world in which we live. However, anyone who has kind of looked into this, it's not hard to find that there really is no science to back up any of these claims. And the deeper you dig, you actually find, instead of science, you find signs of fraud everywhere. So, a little advice for environmentalists and people who care about this world and the sky, pollution, these types of things. Stop fighting boogeymen. You have been lied to, and you have been convinced that this world is something that it isn't. And you have also been convinced that there is an emergency at large that isn't. We aren't on a globe, and we aren't at risk of global warming. Now, that's not to say that there isn't some kind of environmental emergency going on. There absolutely is. But you have been lied to about what this world is and who you are, and you are therefore fighting boogeymen and will never get anywhere until you start to realize these fundamental truths about this world and us. So let's talk about the moon. If they're so busy faking all these things, what are they trying to cover up? Well, let me tell you. For starters, the moon is not a physical object you could land a 69 Camaro on. The sun and the moon are not floating around out in outer space haphazardly. The sun and the moon are within our world. And it is the sun and the moon that is in motion, not us. The moon is cooling, magnetic, and feminine. The moon's cycles are directly tied to fertility cycles here down on the surface. And you really can learn a lot about the sun and the moon simply by studying their motions, regardless of composition and effect on living beings. When you really get an understanding of the motion of the sun and the moon, you start to understand that we are living in a clock. Yes, this world seems to be some kind of self-charging battery that is structured like a clock. So don't let the horrorists scare you. They feed on our fear. And the biggest threat to our well-being and survival is not the chaos and brutality of nature, but the terrorists that try to attempt to steer these natural processes and energies against life and against the natural functioning of this world. So it's raining here again in Iowa, and just a little PSA. This isn't real rain. There's likely aluminum and God knows what else coming down with this rainwater, and so I am staying inside. I'm gonna wait till it's done. I don't want this shit in my life. And so, you sit here and you see videos of them spraying all over the world right now. People, they're spraying the skies with aluminum all over the world right now. Okay? This is we are being attacked, okay? I do not want to be the guy who comes on Facebook to say that the government is attacking us all secretly. That sounds insane. But you know what is much more insane? Looking up in the sky all the time and constantly seeing them spraying this. Not, again, hear me. It's not just in Iowa. It's everywhere all the time. So I'm sitting inside, hiding from the aluminum rain, waiting for it to stop so I can go out and, be exposed to less of their poisons than I would otherwise. and making this video to hopefully anyone who still doesn't get it and still is trying to explain it away with their Stockholm syndrome. People, this is really, really bad. And when it's this widespread and it's just they're constantly trying to rain down aluminum on us, what the hell else can you say? It's very, very sad. It's very, very sad that slumlords are in power, and the people who are supposed to be protecting us and got, are our biggest enemy. That's insane. But if you look at the space fraud and the history fraud and now the chemtrails, the geoengineering, there's no doubt in anyone's mind anymore what's going on. We are hostages to terrorists. We are living under an illegitimate authority that is unelected, and we have not had regime change in hundreds of years. The people you see on TV are not the actual leaders. They are not actually in control. They are puppets. But absolutely, this isn't, it's inevitable without greed. Human greed. No, this isn't about greed. This isn't about money. We are hostages to some kind of sick program, some kind of sick experiment. Slumlords are in power, and their authority is illegitimate. They want what's inside of us. They want our souls, our hearts, our minds. They don't need money. So go inward. Your inner self is still free of them and this, and there's still places to go that they can't hurt you. So when it's raining aluminum, meditate, go inward. Think of things you love. Think of the good things of this world that we deserve and we have a right to. And love yourself.